Hey guys, Deathdealer here. Welcome to another episode. And before we get started, I just need to say I love walking across these bridges we made last time. These things look amazing. Just look at them. They're so good. Like, yeah, there's a little bit of textures being weird, but you know how it is. This stuff kind of happens. Also, today I have an announcement to make. You shouldn't be able to hear my keyboard and mouse anymore. Let's just say RTX voice, you might have heard of it. I kind of generated it to run on a normal GTX card, and yeah, it's so good. I did some testing the other day there, and yeah, let's just say things are going to be a lot better from now on. But yeah, I've been busy off camera. If we look at my ender chest, I don't want it to waste any of this land. Let's go on over here, because it's got some nice, what do you call it, foliage and stuff. Okay, if we just go here, also look at that. Wow. Rustic has been busy. That thing looks amazing. But yeah, if we go in here, also my network isn't stable at the moment. I think someone might be downloading something. But yeah, let's see. So stone is full. We filled up the terracotta box. Bones is full. We filled up the beacon kit was already full. But basically, we filled up a ton of things. So terracotta, logs, they're both completely full. Sand is completely full, and so is the glass box. So yeah, I've been working on that, and we're going to be gradually filling up everything else. Totems, we're going to be tackling this at some point soon. I think me and Splashes are planning on making a raid farm at some point. I think we're going to do it pretty soon. Oh, there you go, do you see Rustic over there? But yeah, speaking of Splashes, I have summoned Splashes and Rustic to a Captains of Industry meeting over in the building over there, because I have the iron shop over in the shopping area, and I want to do something different with it. So why don't we head on over to the Bulls, our temporary HQ, and we can have this meeting. So, welcome to... What meeting is this? Are we writing all this stuff down? I can't remember.
3, 4? I'd have to ask Clucky.
Yeah.
Where is Clucky anyway?
I have him on the phone. So.
Okay. It seems like they should be over here somewhere taking minutes.
Yeah,
When
but
we're having...
we would have to transfer him from that island over there to here, so.
We can do that
We could
later
make
on.
another flying machine.
Yeah.
True. Some other time, maybe.
Another time, yes.
But yes, I've called you here today. I'm just going to stand on the table because this is more authoritative. I've called you here today because I don't know if you've noticed, but if you come upstairs, we have a bit of profit.
A little bit of profit. Oh my
Just a
dear
little
Lord.
bit.
Oh, goodness.
Only 5.5 stacks of diamonds.
Hold up, is this... Okay, it's solid. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Have we been keeping a ledger of our profits and expenses?
Do we really have any expenses though? Like, you know.
Not yet, but we should probably be keeping track of our profits and expenses.
Yes.
I'll start making a ledger for next time.
So yeah, we have all these profits here. So that's from the rocket shop mostly, I think, and from the end busting as well. So that's 5.5 stacks of diamonds. Some of that profit is also from my iron shop, which is why we're here. So obviously you guys, and I helped supply the iron, bought the, what do you call it, the gold farm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And we currently have plans to also build a raid farm at some point. So why don't we...
Eventually, yes.
Eventually, yeah. So why don't we, instead of selling all these items in separate shops, since they're all related, since they're valuable commodities amongst the population of the server, I think we should sell them all under one roof.
I think
Yes.
that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
So what I propose is, you know where my iron shop is?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yes.
We tear it down, and then we build something better in its place. How does that sound?
That sounds great. And what we could do is we could take my little diamond game, we turn it sideways, sort of extend that road, and then we'll have a nice big area that we can work in.
I
Did you
think
have
it would
anything in
work.
mind for what you wanted to build?
I want it to look industrial. I want it to be like a factory type looking thing, but on not too big, obviously. We don't want to take up the entire shopping district, so we should keep it fairly small. But yeah, why don't we head on over there and look at the land we have to work with?
That sounds good. That sounds good.
Great. Just start sleeping.
Yeah, just in the middle of the meeting. Yes.
He's such a lazy bum. He just Sleeping on the job. Sleeping on the job.
Okay, so here we are. We've got a lot of land here to work with, just right behind the Bearded Canadians shop here. We should be able to fit something in. I
It
think.
is a really cute shop.
It is a cute shop, but of course the walls are fairly small, so I think we can tower above that. Make sure it's still visible.
But in this space between these two roads, we do have a fair bit of space. I think we could create a really nice build here. Really industrialize this area, and that'll make our people stronger, as well as it'll make the captains stronger.
Yes, definitely.
And I think we should take this diamond here. This is the diamond game that we've been playing for a little bit. Ooh, we have a nice bit of profit to split between us. That's.
Ooh.
And we can sort of turn this diamond
most of that is my. I've been playing this quite a bit.
So we could turn this sideways and extend the road through here to connect to this back spot, and then connect it around back here, and put the foundry all in here. And I think that'll look really, really awesome.
Oh yeah, I like the sound of that. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, sounds good.
And maybe from this point here, we could extend out and create some sort of dock or something, so that way in the future people, that way we can eventually have ships coming right in, bringing lots of material to go straight into the foundry, so we can start producing even more fancy and advanced items. The technology that we have is far superior to anyone else on this world, though I do know quite little about the hummus that lives on this world.
Hummus?
Yeah, like you guys, hummus.
Ah, humans. Right, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I get those words confused a lot. You're all very strange to me.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like we should get started then.
I think so.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, hyperspeed build mode then?
Hyperspeed build mode.
Yes!
So, we finished it. Finally.
We did. That took a fair bit of time. It was a lot of work.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was really fun. And it's looking so cool.
It was. I really love the headless pistons. It's how your people say a massive flex.
It's
kinda.
definitely a flex. Oh.
But I think it looks really awesome. I'm really happy with how this whole place looks.
You think that's a flex? If we just go around to the back here, I think this is more of a flex.
I mean, this is definitely flex as well, yes. And that's the point where we're ignoring the fact that we surrounded all of this entire build with anvils.
Anvils are a really nice trim piece.
They're also
Yeah,
very
they
cheap.
are. For us, they are.
Yeah.
But
I think this whole thing turned out really nice.
Yeah, speaking of things being
Oh.
cheap, why don't we go inside?
Let's walk through the door and get another flex out of the way.
I just love the look of this place. Oh, we missed a trapdoor there.
Did we?
I know. Yep, we did. But it has a nice, clean, modern floor, as
yeah.
well as the state-of-the-art forge. Really high-level technology that only our people have. As well as a exciting variety of goodies. And I think I had seen, Death, that we've already made some profit here. The store's
Yeah.
not even officially open yet.
Yeah, why don't we take a look through the stock we currently have?
That's a good plan.
So
So we
we've
have-
got the cheap iron right here. Well, cheap, is
Well.
relatively cheap.
Mhm.
We have 64 diamonds from the iron passes.
And someone's already bought it.
So that they could buy large quantities of iron for cheaper.
Yeah.
That is quite a dedication. I think Dragon's going to be buying a lot of iron from us,
Oh yeah, hopefully.
I think so as well. Yes.
as well as some gold blocks, which we thought we had more gold, but as it turns out, Death made a lot of golden carrots.
We had a lot of
he's
gold
a very,
and he
very
ate
hungry
it.
boy.
Yeah, well, I won't
Brilliant.
starve for at least a month, so...
Fair enough. And then, of course, pigment passes.
And that's just for the XP. You don't get to keep the gold.
Yeah, I mean, we need to sell that.
But
Yeah.
you do get a lot of levels. It's a fantastic way to mend your tools. It's probably the best way to get XP on the server right now.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And of
So
course,
really-
that's not the last thing.
Quite a few emeralds.
And in fact, we'll be expanding the emerald stock in the next few weeks, hopefully.
Hopefully, yes.
Probably.
I think that'll be really awesome.
And not only that, we also have space for even more items down here.
Yeah. Also, I have the slight feeling that I might have forgotten to. Yeah. Okay. Somebody have a torch?
I have some sea lanterns.
I mean, that works, but that's kind of. Oh, I have a torch.
Those are kind of
myself.
expensive.
Yeah, well, with the
There
amount
you
of
go.
profits we have, nothing is too expensive anymore. Oh, I better get over there.
Yeah. Just stand in the forge, well, won't you?
I mean, sea lanterns right now are still really rare.
Yeah.
Though I hear the bearded Canadians are planning on getting their guardian farm set up soon, and I am quite looking forward to having lots of sea lanterns again.
Yeah, and it might be slightly Christmas themed. Just
Isn't
I
it
did-
April?
I did nothing.
Get the feeling he did something.
Yeah, I think he did something.
I think he did.
I
But I do love the feel of this room in here. It is really awesome. And ooh, that's a nice detail with the walls and the cobblestone forge. That looks really nice.
Yeah, it needed something to break up the texture.
I think it works well. I think this whole place looks really nice.
I think we
And-
did a fantastic job.
I hope other people will enjoy it.
Alright, so I'm really happy with the way this project has turned out. We actually planned this build a few days before we actually built it in a creative world. So that's where we thought of the idea of using headless pistons, and it really helps make the build stand out. If we just go over here, you've just came out, imagine you've just came out of the portal, you're walking down here and bam, you just see that. Yeah, you're instantly drawn to it, the build style and everything. It just looks amazing. But yeah, I thought I'd take this time to basically explain how our stock is done, how much everything sells for, and why we do certain things. Because we never actually made that clear in the clips we already have. Now, Splashes and Rustic have already released their episodes where we cover this. I decided to hold back because of the way I record, and it's so that, I could, take a little bit more extra time. So let's get into it. So if we just pop in here, all of our stock, obviously you've already seen all of this, so let me explain this stuff. So, as you can see, we sell 2 batches of iron, so we sell small batches of 16 iron for 1 diamond, or you can buy iron in bulk for cheap. But in order for you to do this for cheap, you need to have the iron pass, which costs 64 diamonds. As you can see, Dragonfire has already purchased this, which, thanks. We're going to put these diamonds to good use. So yeah, if you buy one of these, that allows you to buy it from this stock. Now, this is a fairly balanced way of doing it. It means we won't crash the economy because not as many people will be willing to buy this because we've made it very expensive. It's a whole stack of diamonds. Not everyone has that. And this just means that we won't, say, cause Nuke to have to make his hoppers cheaper, for example. This is more balanced that way. So yeah, that's how we're doing this whole thing. Basically, the iron thing is basically the same as we were doing it in the old shop. We've just kind of made it a little bit more clearer at this point. We have the gold here, which as Splashes said, I might have used all the gold we had to make a shulker box of golden carrots. So yeah, we need to get a lot more gold. But yeah, this gold is 1 diamond for 4 blocks since we didn't have much. I think I have a couple stacks of gold back in my base, so I will probably, increase this. We also have XP farm passes. They're known as the Pigman Pass. So basically, you can go to the gold farm in the Nether, and you can grind to get XP. Now, this only allows you to get XP. You cannot take any of the drops, any of the loot. The only thing you can take is XP, which is fairly balanced. And then we have the emeralds over there, which we're still working on. We're going to be building a raid farm at some point. But what I want to do now is I actually want to go and do some advertising. So let's go and get some stock together, head over to the post office, and we can do some post office advertisements. Okay, so I've named the items we're going to use. So we have a stack of iron blocks here. The foundry is open. It's now open. And then we've got iron, which will go along with it. Get iron, gold, and emeralds here. So yeah, that is some good advertisements. We won't be using all of these blocks, all of these things, but yeah, why don't we head on over to the, the post office. I need to enter my iron farm. I haven't done it in a few days. And let's go and deposit these things. Now, hopefully people actually look at this because they don't normally. So what we might do as well is we might go to other people's bases and leave a chest or a barrel with this stuff inside. Alright, here we are. So let's just come on inside, close the door behind us, and let's see. So what we'll do is we'll put the block and the iron, and we basically need to do that. Oh, wither skull. Let's just do that. Make sure we don't touch anything that belongs to anyone else. And we'll do this to everyone. Let's just put that in the middle there. There we go. Right. This is going to take a little bit of time, so why don't I just speed up this footage? Alright, so there we go. That's this thing full. So to my fellow travellers here, make sure you go to the foundry because it has all of the good, all of the iron, all of the gold, and soon lots of emeralds as well. Well, we have emeralds, but we'll get more at some point soon. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, right, we need to sleep. Yeah. So I'd actually planned on doing more today. I actually wanted to build a larger custom island right here with lots of detailing work on top of it, but we're out of time. The project today took longer than I thought. Well, it's not that it took longer, it took about 2 hours to build the thing, but I thought I'd be able to compress that down into 10 minutes of the video, whereas yeah, it took most of it, which was yeah, that was my bad, but it was worth it. Did you enjoy it? Because I really enjoyed it. But yeah, we'll be doing that next time. So yeah, we've got to do those floating islands. Well, one kind of larger floating island right here, and we'll probably stick out this way a bit more than what this one does. So this won't be symmetrical, it'll kind of be like more asymmetrical, and it'll look really, really nice. And yeah, this also gives me time to start planning out some more projects because the Sky Cities here is coming along quite nicely. We're not entirely sure about what other floating structures we want to do. Obviously, Rustic Dragon's working on his island here, which is looking amazing. I just love the look of this thing. It's so big. Maybe I'm planning on doing an underground build, which could tie into the way these islands are. So basically, look at the ground. As you can see, Rustic's been slowly terraforming this area, making it look more barren. But what I also want to do is where these islands are, I want to actually create depressions in the ground, so it actually looks like these things have just risen before the corruption has got to them. And yeah, maybe that can lead into the underground projects I have planned in the near future. But yeah, make sure you watch the next episode for this custom island. And I think that'll do us for custom islands for a little while, because we've been working on the sky for quite a few episodes now, and I want to do a kind of different type of project, because as fun as building these things are, it gets boring after a while. Also, yeah, like the video if you like these bridges. These things look really, really cool. Thank you all for watching the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to be notified of all future videos. On the left at the top, you'll see a video that I think you should watch next, and at the bottom you'll see a video that YouTube wants you to watch. Thanks for watching.